Welcome along. We are live from Australia, Albert Park Circuit, the infamous circuit from Melbourne, used for the Formula One 2023 and many more championships. I am joined by Ricardo Riva and Samir Arshad, as always. I will not
Hey
be
guys,
speaking out today
Hello,
because I have a
COVID. COVID
condition, but yeah,
is
no worries,
infected.
no worries about that. I will be here to support the guys. It's the first race of the Aptora Formula One 2023 Championship on our Factor 2, hosted by our good friends of simracingonline.co.uk. And we are set to have quite the thriller here, as we see all the guys already on the track for the qualifying session. Many known names such as Stelvice, Westy, Brown, Gutierrez, Rodriguez, Cartwright, Martin, Selvi, Vidiguez, but also the Yordake brothers back on the grid, Steven Wenham, and of course, Gilles da Silva.
this time for the first
Absolutely.
time he will not be racing with a custom livery.
Yeah. Official championship right now. And guys, it's been a long time since we've been commenting on some SRO races,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
Yeah,
been 2 years,
it's no, not 2 years, but
Not
it's been
1 year and a
years.
half.
no,
Since
not
we've been
even
to
that.
the SRO races, Sam, I think a couple of months.
Maybe the end of last year. I don't know. No, sorry, no, that's not true.
It's
That's
1 year and
probably
a half. We started with the
no.
first
It's not.
GTE championship and
No, it's
LMP2.
no. I mean
No,
the first. No, not the first one, Sam. The last one we did
Ah,
was
last
it's been
the
a
one.
long time
IMSA championship.
since
Yeah.
we did the last commentary on some
Yeah.
races. It's been a long time. It's good to be back in China. Ooh, big lap
Oh,
up
and
there.
big lap up from Sam Celik as Talvice sets the first time lap, but immediately beaten by Taylor and Westy. So I suppose there's still a lot of time to be found. These cars have tremendous corner speed, as we see Robin Taylor on the Mercedes AMG Petronas car in turn 3 now, and then
Oh,
and I got on the throttle too hard there. Gonna have to go back to the pits.
you cannot escape.
Yeah,
Remember
it's gonna
that.
have to do a full lap. Oh, and what
Ooh,
happened there? Big
thi-
accident.
this would
Daniel
be a red.
Christoph.
This would be a red flag.
He will
If
be
in real
fine.
F1, it should be a red flag with his McLaren. Um, guys,
Oh,
correct me if I'm
everybody's
wrong,
struggling with
but
the traction.
the this championship followed the actual rules of F1 2023. So we have just 20 drivers on the grid and 2 drivers per team. Am I wrong?
We follow the full rule of the F1. So we have 56 laps on this race, and all the other venue will do the same. And actually, we didn't say what will be the calendar of this championship. So we have 7 races, and Australia is the first one. We go to Silverstone, Spa, that would be fantastic. Zandvoort, Monza. I think Monza will see we will see so many passes that the DRS and how they will manage the tires will be fantastic. Suzuka, and to finish Abu Dhabi, and all are full races. So Silverstone we will doing 44 laps and the same as they do in real life, Spa and all the other.
Yeah, so
So
100%
first
race.
trial lap complete. Taylor with a 116.8 is leading the charts, followed by Selig 4 tenths shy. Then Cartwright still 4 tenths shy. Then it's Christoph just outside the 6 tenth window. Then it's Westy, Cancer, Stelvice, Brown, Gutierrez. Apparently, Gutierrez hasn't found the groove yet. We are used to see Gutierrez on the top of the charts in GT cars and prototypes. John Vidiguez in P10, Antonio Selvi P11,
So,
and
sorry to
all
cut
the
you off,
others.
sorry, but so speaking about Johnny is driving a car you must know really
I
well.
believe it's more because you built that car and it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
steady.
technically the chassis wasn't built by myself, but
But
uh, I
still,
did put my hands on that car, on that very car in real life. So yeah, that's
so
my fault.
so
it's your
Johnny,
fault.
if your car feels strange or you feel that you're not having any grip, just know that you can blame on Lorenzo.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we can actually see the new layout of Albert Park, which is much more faster than the one was before.
Yeah, as Johnny Gutierrez boards his lap, I suppose.
He's on the out lap.
Nick Westy on a timed lap. Let's go on board with him.
They have so much
Use
grip.
all of the curbs on the inside. Lean heavily on the curb on the outside there out of turn 4. Then full throttle in turn 5. Lean heavily
And
on the
this
curbs on the outside.
is like almost full throttle from here
Ooh.
to look at this.
The speed on these cars is amazing. Ground effect, absolute to the extreme limit.
And look at the first sector, just 1/10 of the best in the first place. So he's on a good lap. Let's see, another 10th off. Can he get it through the last sector?
It's gonna look like it's gonna be P2 for Nick Westy. If he can keep going this way.
The lap seems to be very smooth.
Yellow flag in sector 1 as we speak.
Let's see if he can complete his lap.
Nice. It was
move
a good
there.
last sector. I think
I feel he could have leaned on the curb on the outside of the last corner a bit more there.
P2
with an incredible last sector by Nick Westy.
0.010.
Just about snatches the second place from Selic, 0.01 of a second shy of pole position.
And guess what? He was 3.5 faster in the last sector than Robin Taylor.
Is he pushing again? Yes, he is.
A bit traffic there. It shouldn't hurt him too much.
This would be an impeding, probably, in real life. But
not if you're Max Verstappen.
Let's see what Nick Westy can come about with. So committed in the corner.
He lost time there.
He lost time, but he didn't lose
time
too
due to
much.
traffic,
He just 1/10 back. And I think that with the third sector like before, he can actually make it through the end. Pretty unusual seeing drivers use the first gear on the F1 the modern F1 cars.
Nick Westy comes across the line with a 116.9. Doesn't improve on his previous time, but is still improved on the first and last sector.
No,
it didn't improve because of the middle sector.
Yeah, I know. He improved only in the first and third sector.
Team car right
now. Look at this. Look at this. The car I built has a session best in the first sector and a personal best in the second sector.
I'm seeing a lot of lockups during the braking.
I did some laps on these cars, and you struggle a lot on the traction. And
Team Cartwright across the line. It's pole position for Team Cartwright at the moment.
Wow.
116.6.
We saw before Team Cartwright with other cars, the GT3 even, last season, that he was able to get the pole position. Then when it was about pace and being consistent in the race, that was less, but I hope he fixed that for this season.
Guys, can I say that it's good not to see a Red Bull dominating even this one, the virtual race?
Well, I think Tony will be disappointed by this because I think he's one of the Red Bull drivers.
I think so.
Or maybe not Tony. Maybe John Villegas. Maybe I don't know.
No, John is driving.
I don't remember all the teams.
John is driving a Williams.
Oh, John is running with the Williams team. Okay, that's cool.
Lauren Martin is driving the Carlos Sainz 55. Rocco Mina is driving the Leclerc, the 16. Stefan Wenham, Alfa Romeo. Alfa Tauri for Gilles. Paul Rodriguez is driving the other Alfa Tauri. Phil Brown with the McLaren. This is the other Alfa Romeo.
Rowers, I think it is said. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that In bad chance.
There it
there's a
is.
station. Oh, sorry, there's a stationary car outside of turn 4, I think. That should be turn 4. Yes, it's turn 4.
Yes.
Marius Yordake, probably not sure what the reason was behind that stoppage time.
Your
But
lucky brothers are driving. Actually, are driving the Red Bull.
Yeah, the two
Number
brothers
11.
are driving the Red Bull.
all right,
How
then Marius
the
Yordake currently in P14, 5 seconds shy of Cartwright's time. So well outside of the
can
107% rule, which is not in effect here. So that was a pointless observation by myself. But yeah, Marius Yordake not improving at this time, of course, is about to start his new lap time, and I hope the McLaren behind him was not on a time lap, because otherwise that will be a penalty for Marius.
I think the McLaren made a mistake, so he was already off pace. Nick West is coming back. Daniel is not improving.
not a good first sector. 6 tenths down, 7 tenths down on the second sector. Probably not the best lap he is capable of, considering that he is just 6 tenths from the pole position. Um,
Well,
it's
they
tight.
have time. They have time for another time lap,
Yeah,
I think.
and Nick is going out.
Nick is going out on fresh tires, so he's gonna have to warm them up nicely in the out lap, and then leave it all on the track for his last attempt.
Let's see if Daniel Christoph can pull out something out of the sleeve.
John is
While John
grooving.
John Villegas with a personal best in the central sector, but still well far away from the pole position time. Struggling a lot in the last sector, John Villegas, the 1.2 seconds.
and there's a huge gap between the top 9 and from P10 down. There's really a hole there. Look at the gaps. Johnny Gutierrez is 1.2 from the pole, and then the car right behind him, which is John Villegas, is 1 second from him. So a big gap there.
Oh,
and
and John
Villegas
Villegas
really on the edge.
almost off the track
I
there
think
at
he
turn
will have
6.
time to do even another lap if he wants to. Should have. And
Yeah,
if
but
time
he
to
hit
do
the wall
another
there.
lap,
He hit the wall. I don't think
so
he's gonna have time to do another lap.
no, probably he
That's
couldn't have
it for
done
John
any better
Villegas,
than
I
him.
think.
It's strange to see.
He's very close. He
Connor,
might. No, he cannot. He cannot. He has to leave the pit lane at least on 120 minutes left.
Oh, and Christoph, look at Christoph. Christoph just improved on the pole position time.
Wow.
Daniel Christoph, the McLaren driver, with a 1:16.5, is the new pole position provisional pole leader.
so Daniel Christoph really had something up his sleeve. Amazing lap time there.
Let's see if Nick Westy has an answer. Nick Westy fell down to P4 as we spoke.
Oh, identical first sector. Identical 0.000. This is
Harris
a
97, anyone? Let's watch his commitment in this corner. Just a bit of touch and go.
0.019, but we know that Nick Westy has got an amazing last sector. So let's see if he can close his lap as best as he can. Nice and smooth through that corner. Last meters for him.
He might have time for another one.
He might have.
He might just make it. Checker flag is almost flying. 3, 2,
No.
No,
1.
he didn't.
Yes.
Yes,
pole.
he has time, and he's on pole position. Nick Westy, what a lap! He was able to scrape off 124 milliseconds in the
Wow.
last sector.
In the last sector, he did a
Incredible.
30.904.
What an amazing last sector. Is everybody out of the track, or does someone else
Nope.
trying to do his lap?
Oh, look at this!
Tim Cartwright might take the pole back. What an amazing lap is he doing? First 2 sector purples.
We will see Anna
And
Haas in the pole.
Can he close? Can he close?
Yes.
Can he close?
116.3. 0.081 of a second clear from everybody else. Team Cartwright is the pole leader unless Rockovina can do something about it, but I very much doubt so, because he's 4.5 seconds down in the first sector.
There's still Martin
Team
on the track,
Cartwright.
probably. Two
What
Ferraris
a
on the
lap.
track.
That was
What a close quali we got.
I was not expecting to get that close quali.
Incredible stuff.
Team Cartwright with the last bullet he had. What an amazing lap he did. First, but we already can understand something, that Nick Westy has an amazing car in the third sector. This can be helpful, because we know that one of the overtaking points here at Albert Park is at the end of the first straight, and during the first straight with the DRS. So having a good third sector can help Nick to get the overtake done on Team Cartwright, which is still pushing. I don't know why.
Most likely to get the line right for the race.
Yeah, probably yes.
This is another pole for Nick.
You know what, guys? It's something that you guys haven't mentioned is the start is always chaotic here at Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it's going to be crucial to see who comes out in first after turn 3, I would say. Because after turn 3, you cannot overtake all the way until the next lap, pretty much. So,
Laura, I would even say that it's going to be interesting to see which driver has got the best start, because we are not having a rolling start, but we are having a standing
start for the first time ever on iRace.
No, we had the BTCC probably with the standing start.
Yes, the BTCC was standing start. Yes.
Good stuff. If you guys have missed the BTCC series, please check it out on Sim Racing Online's YouTube channel. There were some memorable battles between Osama and what was it? The other guy, Ludas, maybe?
Kirillov.
Oh, Kirillov. Yeah, Kirillov. And a lot of good battles in such iconic tracks in the UK. And go check it out on Sim Racing Online YouTube channel. And of course, stay tuned for more content coming up here on EITHA Racing.
We will get a 1-minute break for our sponsor for this race, Aptora, and we will be back for the race.
And we are right back with one of the Alpha Tauris. I don't know if Gilles or I don't remember the name of the other guy.
I think is
the number 22.
Second, most likely Paulo.
Paulo Rodriguez. Yeah, there you go.
Right in the sand. Is the number 22 Tsunoda or?
That is Yuki Tsunoda. That's correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. That's sorry.
De Vries.
De Vries, I think. Yeah. That's Nick De Vries, the driver who is not a driver anymore. He's a student at Harvard, as it looks like now. So, yeah, good stuff. Rocco Mina then trying to improve his time in the Ferrari SF23.
I'm sorry for Rocco. I hope he doesn't have the same strategist that real Ferrari has. Um, Otherwise, his race is already gonna be destroyed. But I hope he does not have the same strategist. Speaking about the Ferrari, it's right to mention, as we are Italian, the amazing race they did today.
I mean, Science really was on the edge and absolutely cold mind all the way until the checker flag. So kudos to him.
Absolutely, it would be interesting to see someone maybe doing the same strategy he did, which is a really, really courageous strategy, risking to give the driver behind the DRS to help him defend to the guy who is approaching. It's gonna be interesting to see if someone maybe is in the same condition to do that. It would be fun. And most important, it's strange to see Tony Talvici and Tanner Selby, which used us to be two of the top guys driving around the SRO championship, being in a big difficulty. Look at Tony there, it's P7 right now
with the hearts.
with the hard tires. This is interesting.
I believe it's more about them not getting the full chance to practice for this race, and I really believe that on from this race to the next race they will be up there.
It's Marius Yorodake ending probably the last lap of his session, inheriting the number 11 from Sergio Perez. Seconds lower fastest lap before.
Getting a good start would be very difficult on these cars.
Is he using soft? He's on soft. It feels like he is on soft tires for the moment. I don't actually. I don't know medium tires.
No, medium.
I don't really know.
Ooh.
Big side.
No, I believe it was a session change.
He was forcibly pushed into the next session. So 58 laps, guys. Long race, at least 1 hour and a half, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1 hour and 20. Considering that they go around 117. It's almost like an F1 race.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we have a warm-up lap.
We have the formation lap. Yeah, we have it. We definitely have it. And what can we say? It's kind of strange to see an ass, which is the car, leading the group. Not so strange to see the Mercedes second and third. Not strange.
Why is it strange that a car I built is fast, Rick? What are you saying?
Because you built.
Oh, thanks.
So, guys, just so you know, Laura just moved from Alara to maybe a different kind of sport.
Yeah,
there is more sand and dirt.
I do other things now, which require sand, dirt, and snow, and sometimes tarmac as well. But
and drivers destroying the car.
Driver completely destroying every single part that exists. And I moved to a rally team. I won't tell you which one yet, but it's a rally team.
Yeah, you have to understand which team it is. You have three possibilities.
Right
directly to Laura. Right directly to Laura to know what team he is, and just guess.
One thing, we have a few guys running hards and others running soft. So we have the first two guy running hards, and then we have Christoph and Taylor running soft, Selig soft. Talvice is running the hards.
Wait, am I? No, Cartwright and Westy are on soft tires?
No, the game said like, yes.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, the top 5 are all on soft tires. Then we have all basically from
Only
Talvice
Talvice.
is one of the only runners with the hard tires, along with the Yordaki in P15 and Da Silva in last place. Then we have Cancelas, Brown, Gutierrez, Mina, Vidigest, Martin, Yordake, and Wenham, and as well as Rodriguez with medium tires. So let's see. We are on the grid now, waiting for all the cars to line up. Westy in second place, already looking towards the Haas of Cartwright for the start.
Which can be mean in double senses. If you think about that, the ass of the car and that.
I'm gonna try to imitate Murray Walker, the good Murray Walker, the late Murray Walker. We salute him as always.
Are we seeing the
No
flashlight?
lights are yet shown. Not sure if there's a problem with the start procedure.
Someone maybe is not lined up correctly. I don't know. We can maybe the circuit had a problem.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Maybe
Let's
Daniel?
see, Daniel, yeah, seems not to be lined up correctly. Yeah, it definitely is not lined up correctly.
Yeah, there's an issue.
Please,
Somebody
somebody
has to
calls.
tell him. Somebody has to tell him.
No,
to
it's
line
going
up.
now.
Here we are.
3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, lights out, and it's go in Australia. And look at the start that Daniel has already, putting pressure on the Mercedes, and the Haas going around the outside of the Mercedes as they go into turn 1. Cartwright maintains the lead. Then Westy takes back his P2. Then it's Daniel in the McLaren, and all the other guys seem to have had a clean start so far. As we go down in turn 3, and there's a crash. There's a crash in the background. One of the Williams.
Tony, or was that? I don't know if that was Tony or John Vinigas.
Oh, mayhem in turn 4. That is
Tony
Talvice. Tony Talvice losing his front wing in the entrance of turn 3. Incredible stuff already. Tony Talvice, always the unluckiest man on the field.
Yeah, and it's bad because he was the only guy apart from the top on the hard tires. It would be interesting to see how much he can manage with the others.
Selby DNF'd.
Ooh, it's Selby too. Probably the contact was between the two guys, DNF for Tony Talvice and Thunder Selby. What a bad luck they had.
Unbelievable stuff.
I told you, it's Rakumina.
And look, Westy for the lead.
With an amazing move on Cartwright on the outside of the white car of the English driver.
Unbelievable stuff already. In the first lap, we've had so much drama already. Nick Westy then leads them into the second lap. Then it's Cartwright, then Christoph, then Taylor, then Gutierrez, followed by Canceras. Then it's Selig, then Vidigest, then Yordake, and then Brown. This is your top 10 in lap 2 at the Australian Grand Prix. Oh, and what? Nick Westy out of the track. He hit the wall. He's going to have damage for sure.
What happened there?
I think he read too much the curb on the outside before turning to the left, and that made him go wide.
Let's hope he does not have too much damage. Obviously, I think that we are not on full damage because a hit like that can easily destroy the front.
Oh, look at that for a shot.
Oh, and Taylor goes wide. The two Mercedes. Ooh, no, he has a steering wheel is not straight. Look at that. The steering wheel is definitely not straight for Nick Westy.
This car is very difficult to drive right now, so...
Yeah. And and look at Johnny Gutierrez sneaking through P6 right now in a fight with Cancelas, and we are already on.
Oh, look at this! As you speak, Johnny Gutierrez going around the outside of Canceras for P5. They go side by side
Oh, get
all the way to turn
the
3.
answer
Johnny
for us.
Gutierrez has the
And
advantage up the inside.
what a nice fight are we seeing up there. And I think that from the next lap we are going to have DRS allowed. So another variable added to the fight, and the Crystal now is pushing hard to try to be as close as possible
We have
to
DRS
Cartwright.
enabled.
Oh, we already have DRS enabled.
Yeah, I think, because this is lap 3, so yeah, it's from this lap comprehended.
Yeah, I saw the DRS on Daniel Christoph opening right there, so probably already working the DRS. But Cartwright seems to have a bit more pace up his sleeve for the moment. As Nick West probably is, or luckily for him, seems that definitely his car seems to be more drivable than before, since he made the best lap out of the 3 guys in front, 120.337. Guys, is refuel allowed, or is like the real thing that they have to?
That's something.
Double check that, because it's a bit of uncertainty behind all the F1 mods on our Factor 2. So we will come back to you on that one.
Because I don't know if they can refuel, or they will have to.
I believe they have with fuel tank.
I believe they have to manage the fuel throughout the whole race. I hope it's something like that, as Nick West is pushing like hell right now.
Yeah, he's fast. Look at that.
Maybe the others are managing.
Oh, very different lines from the McLaren and the Mercedes, but I think Westy has a cracking first sector. And goes for the inside, and there's contact, and Westy is almost around. Incredible.
Risky move there by Nick Westy. Very risky move, and Christoph very, very clean.
Let's go on board with Nick Westy and see what the battle's all about.
But that was another hit on Nick Westy's car, so I hope that...
Now maybe the car goes straight.
Yeah. Well, guys, Nick West is driving F1 with the steering wheel slightly on the left. Reminds me of...
Sometimes that happens like that. If you get one little damage on the right, and then you get the one on the left, and the car goes fine.
I don't know if you remember maybe Sebastian Vettel 2017 in Hungary, when he won the race with the steering completely on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2017. You're right. I remember that race.
Hungary. That was a hell of a race.
Yeah, 1-2 Ferrari with Vettel and Raikkonen there. As we have a really close top 4 with Cartwright, but with clean air is able to have a little bit of easy going.
Cedric is struggling.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The Aston Martin is behaving a bit weirdly, I'll tell you that. Must have had some kind of damage at the start, maybe.
Yeah, so much understeer.
Yeah, the Aston Martins were close to the Williams that got crashed in turn 3 in lap 1. So maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's like look at the steering wheel during the straight, he's winning a lot. Seems like, I don't want to say something weird, but it seems like he's on a pad. Look at that.
Or maybe his dead zone on the steering wheel is very, like, he doesn't have a dead zone in the middle, so I'm struggling with that.
Or maybe he just wants to be strolled, right?
Nick Westy lost a position on Taylor.
Yeah, team orders maybe?
Most likely, they can. They're on the same team.
still Cartwright seems to have a couple more chances than the guy right behind him. It's nice to see Cartwright leading the race.
Oh, the Red Bull is off.
Yordok, I don't know if Marius, Marius, number 11, Marius Yordok, with a bit of rallying out there, as Lorna Martin 2 seconds back of Marius, so it's not gonna be able to get
Yeah, he's on
advantage.
medium tires though, so let's see how far they can go with the mediums compared to the front runners who have the softer compound.
They have all the soft, even no Phil Brown. Let's see what medium Phil Brown. So he's the first one. John is on the medium. Marius on
Marius
the
Yordok,
medium.
medium
Hard.
hard tires for Daniel Yordok, medium tires for Polo Rodriguez, medium tires for Rocky Mina, which I think he made a mistake because he was quite third there in the standing. As usually, the Silva is on the hard.
So the
But
first guy with
so
medium
for
is on P6. And then we have Johnny Gutierrez was on medium, and he's just 6 seconds behind the P1.
Can we lose during pit stop?
That was so close to the wall.
Most important of all, is the pit stop time fast as the real one?
I think so. Yes. Yes. Should be very fast.
Yeah, I
Nick
never.
Westy not able to close towards the front runners. He's struggling a lot outside of the corners to find the right amount of traction. Probably the steering input is not the best so far, but
maybe
just
used
about shy of Robin Taylor in front of him.
Maybe use too much tire to stick to the top guys. I would say probably. Don't know.
I believe it's the damage just kicking in now.
Christoph closing the gap. Now 5/10 from Team Cartwright.
Even
and
Robin
now
Taylor.
Daniel Christoph and Robin Taylor closing as well. As Daniel Christoph now will be able to have DRS now at the end of the straight, and Team Cartwright seems to be struggling right here on the third sector.
Most likely, the third sector, as we know, is gonna affect a lot on the tire, and those 90-degree corner, if you are struggling with the rear and the fronts, are gonna be very heavily.
Sorry to catch you off there, but Daniel Christoph didn't do the exit, so Robin Taylor was trying to show himself into the inside. Robin Taylor, I'm happy to see Robin fighting for the lead, since
it's been actually there is one race win that is missing to Robin Taylor, and we all know that race where he got
that most sport race.
Yeah. But maybe today, who knows? Even though I feel like
at the moment
the guy with the
Robin
softer
Taylor feels like the faster guy of the three.
Yes.
It feels like he can try something, but maybe he still doesn't want to. Maybe he's still waiting to see what happens, because he knows that Daniel Christoph is really close to Team Cartwright, which is struggling a lot during third sector. Look at that. Look at how much sharper Daniel Christoph can turn his McLaren on the third sector. Then on the first and second sector, Team Cartwright just lies away. It feels like Team Cartwright doesn't
Johnny
have
Gutierrez.
much of
a. Nick Westy is pitting.
Trouble. Probably he wants to.
He's gonna repair the damage, so this gonna take some time.
Let's see how much time it takes, and let's see what tires is he gonna choose. Because I don't think he is gonna be able to do a single stop. And as Costas Canzoras not ending the fight with Gutierrez and taking back P4 right now. As Gutierrez, I think, is not happy about that, because he's still trying to catch up and trying on the attack, a little bit of excursion on the grass there.
He's on medium, so
It's a medium, and Kansturas is on medium too, I think.
yep. No. Yes.
Yes.
So they're both very close to the P1 guys. So they're
Yeah, and they are just 7.8 seconds from the top three, which is not a lot.
no, considering that they went with medium.
Which is not a lot. This could be interesting. I absolutely don't know how much the software will last, but this is going to be interesting. They're not that far. Look at them back there. As we speak, um, Daniel Christoph and Robin Taylor keeps chasing to Team Cut, right? I'll tell you this, Sam. I feel like Team Cartwright has car on a very low downforce.
He can defend himself in the first
Yeah,
two
exactly.
sectors very well.
Because the first two sectors are the fastest sector for Team Carter. We saw it even in the qualify, and then the third sector, which is the most, while we speak, Nick Westy went for probably the only reasonable choice. So I mean, he has to put the hard tires and see how much they can last. P9, so didn't lose too much. I think that the guy in front of him are no match for his pace, so I think he will be able to recover some places there.
Johnny Gutierrez again. Why is
Johnny Gutierrez?
Selick is going for the
And
inside?
Selick thanking Kanzuras. No, he didn't.
No.
He wasn't able to. Great defend there by Kanzuras. But
Ooh.
Selick, what a save! What a save!
He's struggling on the traction. He's very, very wiggling around. So I don't know if he has some damage or what. Because
yeah, look at that. It's incredibly strange that weaving he has on the straight.
And he go wide.
I think he did something wrong with the setup, because it's really strange the weaving he has.
It is possible, but let's see. I don't know what could have gone wrong with the setup, or maybe he has some damage.
When Lorna Martin without the front wing, so a big hit for him.
I think he got damage on the last sector with Steve. No, not Steven. One was now crossing. By the way, the first three guy within 2 seconds.
Jim Cartwright already lapping on I think that Gilda Silva.
Yes. Nick Westy matching the lap times with the first runner, and he's already behind Johnny Villegas. And
so right now at the moment, hard tires are working well.
Yes, they're working very well, and they're going pretty consistent. Considering that Johnny Gutierrez and Costas are matching the guy on P1. Now I think the softs are struggling a lot. Romy Taylor lost some time with the lap car. Nick Westy made a move on John, so now he has to recover 18 seconds.
Cristo on the brakes. Cristo right now is out braking on the last sector.
Maybe he's struggling with the braking point he has at the moment and the pressure that he has to go through right now. Maybe he's just overthinking. Let's see if he can be calm and gentle with the tires and be careful.
And this is going to be critical because they have Stephen Wenham on one of the most drive parts of the track. And in fact, look at Robin Taylor. Ooh, this is going to be risky, as Tim Cartwright does decide wisely not to push too much.
And Robbie
Oh, look
Taylor
at
gain
that.
everything.
Look at that in everything. Stephen Wenham have to. No, Stephen Wenham has to move out of the way right there. Luckily, I understand
Oh,
and
they
breaks.
collide. Robin Taylor.
And oh, he lost the wing.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
yes. Robin
he.
Taylor lost the wing. Robin Taylor lost the front wing. He won't be able to turn like that.
Yeah, because Robin Taylor hit Christoph in the back in the fast left-hander.
What an unlucky race for the two Mercedes.
Wow.
Robin Taylor stays out?
No, no, no,
No,
no.
sorry. I thought the line was to stay out, but he decided to wisely decides to pit. So right now, and look at how much Cartwright did gain on Christoph.
3 seconds.
I think that Wenham moved a little too late there.
I think
It
Robin
wasn't
Taylor
easy.
was just getting too fast,
It wasn't
and
easy. It wasn't easy.
yeah,
It wasn't an easy situation. It definitely was a difficult situation for the three of them and for Stephen Wenham. Probably, I would say that just a race incident. So Wenham couldn't have disappeared. Um, it's a bit unlucky as Nick Westy overtook John Vidiguest and is now pushing because he has 17 seconds behind his teammate Robin Taylor, which is already out.
yeah, the
Yeah,
pit
yeah.
stop
So
very fast. I think the only way because Nick Westy lost time is because he got to repair more damage than Robin.
no, sorry, Nick Westy was not 17 seconds, was 1.2 seconds. Robin Taylor is 13 seconds from Phil Brown. And now Phil Brown, which is the teammate of Christoph, can play for him to impede the two Mercedes to. If he can defend like for a couple of laps, he can impede to the two Mercedes to like catch easily on his teammate. But for now, the Mercedes have to think about not to fight and try to close the gap. 11 seconds now between the McLaren driver and the two Mercedes driver and Nick Westy. The question right now is, can Robin Taylor and Nick Westy work together? As we see, I think that was Rockomina,
Yeah, he's a lap guy, so
or
he
I don't
was
know if
lapping.
Mina or Lorna Martin. Uh,
I think it was Rocco. No, it was
yeah.
Laura
No, it
Martin.
was Lorna Martin.
Yep.
Difficult race for the two Ferrari guys, P12 and P15. Lorna Martin was doing well, then he made a mistake. We don't know what mistake he did. We just saw him without the front wing. As Johnny Gutierrez,
He's struggling with so much understeer out of that corner.
yeah, Ganzuras, Gutierrez, and Selig right now are still close to each other. So we got like the top two fighting between themselves, and P3, 4, and 5 fighting for the podium, for the last podium place. And it's going to be interesting to know where the soft tires are going to drop.
They are on lap 17, and now the team did at 120.7. That's just 1/10 slower than his best. I don't
So
know when they're gonna drop then.
soft tires are still working right now.
If they can reach lap 30, then if there's no rule of must use 2 compound, they can go soft again.
Yeah, they can. They should, but I think that I have to read the rules, to be honest. But I hope that I think that knowing how SRO does these championships, I'm pretty sure they put the rule that you have to
Yeah,
use at
it's,
least 2 compounds. I'm pretty sure they did. But still,
the soft
but
tires are
still,
lasting more than I expected though. So they can either go with medium. Why not? After all.
I mean, in real life, lap 20 on the soft tires would be and Robin Taylor 119.8 as we speak, pushing very hard on his hard tires.
No, it's on the medium.
Oh, he's on the medium. So different choice from. Ooh!
That's commentator curse.
Yeah,
Sorry, Robin.
Sorry, Robin. I hope he does not have a lot of damage there. But Johnny Gutierrez is just half a second from Costas Honduras. Actually, it feels like it's easy to stay close to the car in front, but it's quite hard to attack.
Even though they get DRS in 2 zone,
Yeah,
he's still struggling to get past.
the TRS doesn't seem to be much effective.
This
Using all
car
the track there.
flies around the track.
Absolutely, they are using all the track down here.
Somebody will
But,
say, I
but
paid
still,
for the truck, so I will use every inch I got.
absolutely. And Johnny Gutierrez's car seems to be asking more truck than the Costas Cantura's car.
And he has so much under DNF for Robin Taylor.
Oh,
DNF for Robin Taylor. I don't know if it was a hardware issue or what, but very unlucky.
no, probably after the last hit, he got a lot of damage. Unlucky race again for Robin Taylor. We kind of jinxed him when we said that we were happy to see him fighting for the lead.
Very unlucky.
Sorry, Robin. Absolutely. As Costas Canduras having some troubles there. How much smoke does this? Ooh, look at Johnny Gutierrez using all the truckers.
He's been very on the edge of that for all the laps that we saw, so
And right now, Selig is real close, really close there. Can he really have the possibility to attack with Luke again? But probably the weaving is just his own driving style because the car feels good to him. It's just his driving style weaving so much on the straight.
it maybe he likes Lawrence Stroll.
Lawrence is the father. So.
Yeah, Lawrence Stroll. That one.
No, yeah. It's kind of strange to see someone weaving that much on the straight. Yeah, it could be
I
difficult
guess
if you
maybe it's
are.
just low force feedback. Huh? It can be like that. We saw a lot of time when you have not the right option on your steering wheel and staying straight. It's not easy.
And Lawrence, sorry to cut you off, Sam, but I think that the soft tires are starting to drop because Costas Canduras is now just 4 seconds behind Christoph and just 7 seconds from Team Cartwright. So the guys with the medium tires now. Oh, Christoph! What happened with the gaps? Christoph is 10 seconds from Cartwright and 15 seconds Canturas from Cartwright.
Let's see what happened.
Maybe a mistake.
Most likely a mistake.
I got caught into. Ooh.
Ooh, he was lapping.
Let's see what happens. No, a lap car hit him. One of the Yordake brothers with an insane move. This is not a lap car
I
should
was
be.
not expecting something like this, to be honest.
This is not how a lap car should be behaving. There was no reason there. Absolutely no reason there. I would be mad if I was Daniel right now.
This race is coming out to be very crazy. We are seeing lap car
Absolutely. And I think that
making.
Johnny Gutierrez right now has the possibility and the shot to overtake and attack on Kanzuras. No, he decided not to. He backed off, and Kanzuras seems to have an incredible first chicane. Look how much he gained.
I
Probably Johnny
he
lifted
used
really
all the
early.
grip the car gave him, so that's the only reason.
Ooh, but
Wow,
this is still not over. This is still not over because Kanzuras made a mistake, and Johnny Gutierrez is now ready again to push the attack button. Ooh, again, a bit of the wide there.
to
And
get the
Sally
DRS.
to really get the DRS, and now he's got 2 consecutive DRS zones, but it seems like it's not that much effective on this track.
Or maybe the engine mode is running. He's not still quite pushing.
I think that Johnny has to do something because, when you are this close and you keep yourself this close to the car in front, look at the difference in the lines between the two. I was saying that when you can keep this close to the car in front of you, it means that. And Selig made a mistake.
No, he's on the pit. He's on the pit.
Decided to
Overcut? No,
undercut.
undercut.
Yeah,
Sorry.
probably undercut. Probably he's looking for an undercut. And Selig was on soft tires, so he is the first guy with soft tires and without any troubles, without any issues to pit. So lap 23, the first pit stop from soft tire user.
Let's see if Tim can get to lap 30. It will be fantastic.
And this is a bad news for Kanduras because now Johnny can focus on full attack mode without looking to defend from Selig anymore. This is bad news for him.
And also Johnny can go very long with these stars technically, so he's
Oh,
not
but
planning to go to the box.
they are both on medium, so I think that Johnny will have to take the play. Ooh, what a bad
Yeah, but
place there.
the way we have seen uh, can Costas Canduras driving, he's maybe using more tire than Johnny is doing. We saw Johnny being very smooth with the tires and doing the even double stint on them previously. You never know.
It's amazing the speed they can get, they can keep, and they can bring to the first corner. As Costas Canduras is approaching one of the Red Bulls and ready to lap a Red Bull, something you don't see very often, guys. An Alfa Romeo F1 lapping a Red Bull. You usually probably have so much of the other side of the of the medal. So easily it would be the Red Bull, and again, Sally with this weaving on the straight. The race right now kind of cooled down,
Now everybody's in their spot and it's more about
and Selig on the soft tires again, so he didn't change compound.
I believe maybe there's no rule on that. That's the only reason why I would not go for a medium tire. And actually, Daniel Christoph gained 1 second on Tim. gap is just 6.8, so it's not that big of a gap. Selig with the first best sector of the race. He's flying after a pit stop.
I mean, if you put again the soft tires, and this is bad news. This is really bad news for both Kanzuras and Gutierrez.
Yeah,
If
he overtook them
there's
easily.
if there is no rule that says you must use two different compounds, these are bad news both for Kanzuras and Gutierrez. But maybe, and I say maybe, we see Selig doing 23 as we speak. Some jinx. Sorry, Sam. Chan.
It's happened. I think it's already now. I'm used to it. So whatever we say, driver, is not because we want to jinx you, but it's just it's the commentator curse.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was saying that, and still another very good first sector, 119.4. So the fastest lap right now is for Salik. Is there? I'm asking for the rule because I didn't read them. As I said before. Is there the additional point for the fastest lap?
Have to check. 1 second. Same moment you go through this section, I will tell you.
So I was saying that if there is no clue for a second compound, that you must use another compound, it means that probably Selig still has to do one other pit stop because he made the first pit stop after 23 laps.
There is nothing I found that says they need to go for the compound change.
Look
So
at Selig. Selig is flying right now. I repeat, these are bad news for both Kanzuras and Gutierrez, but this can be bad news for Christoph and Cartwright.
yes, in the race you have to change for to a different tire compound at least once, from soft to medium, etc., etc. Perfect.
Oh, so Selig must do another pit stop to change his compound.
Yes, but with this pace, yeah, he need to gain back at least 30 seconds.
I think he will be the only one.
And the
Maybe
driver with the
West
fastest
is the
lap will
other
get
one.
1 point.
Okay, perfect. But I think that Selig right now is in trouble. To be honest, another amazing lap, 129, 119.2. The problem is that he had anyway. He had to do anyway another pit because
And
he
considering
was.
that team is on the lap 27 on these tires, and he's not pitting right now, I think he made a big mistake. If Tim can get to lap 30 and then put medium tires,
Maybe some at this point I think that maybe Selig had some damage.
most likely.
Yeah, because he ended up behind Westy, so I think he had some damage.
Possible. But right now, Selig is gaining on everybody at least half a second
Yeah,
on the
it's
middle
fine, but
sector.
the problem is he has to do another stop. I don't know why he put the soft back again. He could have went for the hard tires and go for that. Probably it would have been a much wiser strategy that can prevent him to do another pit.
Maybe he believed that
But still,
going
maybe he
with
knows something we don't. As I would say, the driver has the feeling of the situation, in especially in sim racing, where at this level the driver has to think the strategy on his own. As Johnny Gutierrez was trying to attack on the outside on
he has been
Aptora.
struggling a lot with. I think his top end is not as close as the other, so He's
And now
struggling.
I feel like the guys with the medium tires are starting to gain on the guys with the soft tires, slightly but steadily. Steadily. Ooh,
Wow.
Johnny.
Last lap for Tim. I think it was slightly because of the lapped car, but he did a 121.6. Johnny Gutierrez and Castas did 121 and 121.0 for Johnny. They gained
Ooh,
almost
Johnny again
7 tenths.
having trouble with his rear tires.
That curb is
Yeah,
very
curb.
sharp, so we saw people crashing on lap 1 by taking that, so they have to be very careful since now the tires are very old and very easy to make a mistake. At the moment, Selig is gaining 2 seconds a lap.
Yeah, but the field is really spread. Look at the gaps. 18 seconds between West and Gutierrez, and 10 seconds between Selic and West. So uh, uh,
Actually, Daniel is
it can
slightly
be interesting.
gaining.
It would be interesting when Ganzuras and Gutierrez decide to go into the pits, because I
Mm,
think they will be very close to Nick Westy. I don't know how close they will be to Selic, which is steadily gaining. 18 seconds. I think they will be like 7 or 8 seconds from Nick Westy, probably. I don't know where they can.
possible. They might
Uh,
get close to Nick Westy.
we, well, we still haven't seen
Yeah, a
a
proper pit
normal pit
stop
stop.
without
Yeah,
damage, and
yeah, exactly. So we don't actually know how much time you get to do the pit stop. As Daniel Christoph now under the 5 seconds of gap from Team Cartwright, it's going to be, and Nick West seems to not be able to gain on Kanzuras and Gutierrez at the moment.
Rocco Mina in the pit stop, and it was a
Rocomina
very
spitting
fast pit
on
stop.
the soft tires.
Oh, he's
This is
pitting, he's
interesting.
pitting. Ooh,
Oh, Cartwright spitting!
very carefully and very
And
lucky.
Daniel Christoph inheriting the lead right now. So, can we check how much it takes to
Yes,
Team Cartwright to complete the speed? Wow, strange point for the pit.
2.5.
2.8,
2.8. Yeah,
18.1. So you lose just 18 seconds
yeah, he's before.
at least. So we can say at least 20 to 18 seconds for the pit. So they should be, if Gutierrez and Kanzura speeds now, they should be jumping right behind Nick Westy.
Yes. Yes, they will be very close to Nick Westy. Or maybe
And
they're ahead of Nick
and
Westy.
and considering that Tim Cartwright was able to do this 30 laps with the soft tires, and considering that Gutierrez and Kanzuras are already using the medium compound, and they can switch to the soft compound, I think they can go with soft tires and complete the race with soft tires.
Now, for each lap that Tim does before Castus Daniel pit, I think he's gonna gain a massive advantage. Maybe Daniel is looking for more an end game perspective where Tim is just trying to manage his gap.
Yeah, absolutely. But still, Daniel and Tim will have
Last lap
to
for Daniel was
go
at
to a harder
20.8.
compound. Yeah, no, absolutely. But I was saying that Christoph, both Christoph and Cartwright have to move to a harder compound, while Kanzuras and Gutierrez still hasn't used a different compound. They are still on mediums, so they can switch to the soft compound.
I would do the
And
same. So
considering that Gutierrez made 30 laps on the soft compound, and Christoph still driving around the track on 32 lap with his on his soft tires, I think that is going to
John
be.
with guest in the box.
I think the John was with the medium tires, right? So he is the first one to pit with medium tires after 33 laps,
And he put the hearts. Wow.
and he decided to go for the hards.
Maybe he believe he can push more on the tire.
Maybe,
And he can
probably yes,
extract that pace from that.
probably yes. Maybe he didn't want to end up the race with tire problems.
Most likely, and I believe it's more about he can push with these tires without being affected with the last part of the race. Or maybe with a medium, soft, he would have struggled to do 30 laps as the other.
But considering that the people with soft tires are doing like 30 laps, I think that the medium tires can push you through at least 40 laps.
I think so. It's more about the pace
Ooh,
and
Johnny Gutierrez, sorry.
and
It's desperate to
Daniel
take
is
the
still
position.
matching the pace with the medium guys, where Tim is flying 1 second faster. Now Daniel just did a 20.4, very close to his best at 20.3.
21-0 from Costas Kantsouras, so he's losing 6 tenths from Daniel Christo. This is interesting because it looks like putting the mediums for the first half of the race is kind of useless if the soft tires last this much.
Possible, but if I was Daniel now, I would go to lap 45, 35, pit, put the medium, and push as a crazy. And because if he can get that advantage on team of like 5 laps, it can be useful at the end of the race.
And I think that Kanzuras and Gutierrez have to quit as quick as possible because now Nick Westy is into the 17 seconds gap. Is gaining fast, and Cartwright 2 is gaining fast. So if they want to pit, I think that this is the moment they have to. Because otherwise, even if you put the soft tires after this, I don't know. I don't really know. And
I
Christoph in the
think the
box.
guys didn't find the pace
Christoph
that they were
pits.
expecting with the.
Christoph pitted. Can he come out in front of Team Cartwright? Absolutely no. I don't know. Can he? No, he's behind.
No, but his goal would be he can get the 6, 7, 6 laps of advantage that he got on those tires. He's
Yeah,
on
but
this.
if,
Did he put the
yeah, but
same
if,
compound?
I think it's red compound.
So he
So
made a mistake.
this is a big mistake for Daniel Christoph. He didn't change his compound.
No, now
No,
we see
wait.
the medium.
No, we see the probably a bit of back.
Okay, these tires are a little confused.
Maybe the lights. And Gutierrez on Kanzuras. Gutierrez on Kanzuras. Finally, Johnny made the move on the. I think it's Greek Costas Kanzuras.
I think so.
Can
Let
it
me
be?
check.
Finally, the American driver on the American car, which is built in Italy, but don't tell this to the Americans.
No, no,
Uh,
no. He's building in
and
USA.
Kanzuras decided to pit. Kanzuras in the pits after Johnny Gutierrez move. and now Gutierrez inherits the lead, but his teammate Tim Cartwright is right behind him and is closing the gap quickly. And Christoph, which gained a lot on Tim Cartwright.
It's just 2
He gained like
seconds.
5 seconds staying out that much.
Yes,
What a strategy move. And Tim Cartwright now is really, really close to Johnny Gutierrez.
especially Tim has 5 laps all tire, and he's losing time, and Daniel is pushing hard on this tire now. I don't know. I believe Daniel did the best
DNF
choice.
for Phil Brown as we speak. DNF for Phil Brown.
Very unlucky.
And we lost the DNFs from Lonnie Martin and Daniel Jordak. Both DNF'd. We
Johnny's
lost them.
pitting. No, Johnny lost the position.
Johnny lost the position. Johnny decides to stay out.
Ooh, that's Paul.
Was it Paul? Was it
Yep, that's
Gilles?
Paul. No, Paul.
That's Paulo Rodriguez.
Actually, Johnny will play the role of defending on Daniel. We will see already team orders.
I see Johnny Gutierrez literally smashing. Tim Cartwright smashing Johnny. He overtake him really easily. We know that Johnny is not the easiest guy to overtake.
Because his tires are done.
Yeah, the difference in tire is big, but I think that Johnny made his teammate pass.
Actually, Johnny most likely lost the position on Contas. Because
Daniel Christoph losing a lot of time there behind the lap car. Who was the lap car? I don't know. Didn't see.
I personally believe Gutierrez lost his position on Costas just because Costas' outlap now is fantastic.
And Johnny in the box. Johnny final pitting. Let's see where he can come out from. Amazingly fast pit stop. Nick West is approaching. Nick West is overtaking, and Costas overtaking, and just take off the pit limiter right now. So
yeah, Johnny lost so much time.
I think he used us. He has he used us to some amazing strategies, but I think that this time he kind of did the wrong choice to pit that much back. And Costas Kanzouras now with the soft tires will try to fight with Nick West, but Nick West seems to have much more pace than the Greek driver of the Alfa Romeo team.
He's on a very old tire, Nick, so he's normal. He will try to defend his position. Would be fantastic for him to finish P3.
Do you think that Nick can do it to the end with the hard inbound? Or
I had the pleasure to race with him, and I raced with him a lot lately. If somebody can do that amount of lap on those tires, he's the one. I trust him to do those 40 laps he needed, but he will be struggling a lot on the pace at the end.
And Costas now, look how much Johnny lost, 12 seconds. Oh, Costas. Yeah, this is the tire compound difference. Nick West still with a big difference there, a bit of touch.
He got elbow out, so he will not give that position easily.
Missing defense there. But I think that Costas hasn't decided that the battle is finished yet.
Johnny Gutierrez is flying. Now Johnny did a fantastic last sector. He gained 8 tenths on the guy ahead. even though he's 11 seconds behind.
Going Costas, where do you want to go, Costas? Unique! Big mistake there. What a pity. What a pity. That was
Good
risky
racing,
from Costas.
but very risky, but it's
That
fine.
was very risky from Costas. Oh, Sam Sally, DNF. Oh, big cut for Costas there. And Sam Selick too got DNF.
Maybe he got a crash. Let's see if we can get that.
Sam Selick, the only Aston Martin for today, couldn't make it to the end.
Maybe he crashed here.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can get that. Yep.
Ooh, big one.
On the curb, maybe use tire, and that's it. That's how you lose
Big
an
one.
F1 car.
Big one. Yeah, I mean his race was already a bit destroyed by his strategy. He had to do another pit, so probably couldn't have make it for like P5, but still he could have ended easily P6. Has cost us now inheriting the third place from Nick Westy, and now Costas is pushing very, very hard.
He needs to
because
gain
Daniel
20 seconds in 17 lap. I found that very hard. But Daniel can put some pressure on Tim, maybe. We will be
I
back
think that right now
after a small break of commercial sponsored by Aptora.
and we are back with Costas lapping. Was it Paulo? Or
Paulo, yeah,
was
Paulo.
Was it Paulo?
Yeah, Paulo.
No, I think it was Jill.
Yeah, that was Gilles.
There.
Yeah, that was Gilles. I put my all money on Daniel. If he can get down those 3 seconds by the end of the race, he will win for me.
I would say this. The only opportunity for Costas to try to be back on the fight for the win is Tim and Daniel Christoph having a bit of a fight.
Yes, and that was nice from
moving away from
very
the
nice.
Daniel line. I think he also made a mistake by doing that.
Personally, I would say getting down 3 seconds in the next 14 laps, 15 laps is not that hard, but they're pushing, so anybody can make mistake. Let's see.
At the moment, by the way, Team Carbon is gaining a lot of time.
Yeah, he gained time because of the lap car, but actually, I said before the race that Tim he had some issue with the pace in the other races where he did the pole position, but I don't want to jinx it, but this is the first race I can say his pace is fantastically consistent.
Absolutely. And as we speak, Johnny Gutierrez is under the 2 seconds from Nick Westy. And that was Gil da Silva moving away. Probably Gil. It's the number 21. Yes, it is. And Gil da Silva, as always, silently and staying away from trouble, is now P10, so into the points.
Yeah, he will get his 1 point.
If he can end the race P10, yes, but Paulo Rodriguez, I think, has different ideas because he's gaining steadily for the last two laps.
Let's see. His gap is just 4 seconds. He will be catching Gilles.
Ooh.
As if now, Cartwright, apart from winning, has also the fastest lap. Wenham.
Penalty for Stephen Wenham, probably, I would say, speeding in the pit lane. Because I see Wenham into the pit lane just seconds before, maybe for a mistake. And so
And
penalty
actually, yeah, he will serve that in the next lap, most likely. And actually, Daniel is losing a lot on this medium. I see that team so much fast, and there's nobody near team at the moment with the pace on the medium.
Yeah, even Costas can do much against the top 2 guys.
Actually,
at the moment,
Daniel and Costas are lapping exactly identical, like 20.0, 20.0. It's just Tim making the difference at the moment. He's lapping half a second faster.
bit of brass there.
Johnny gained those 2 seconds.
Yeah, and Johnny is almost at striking point for DRS. 1.022 seconds from Nick Westy. But we saw Nick Westy how good he had defended on Costas Canzura, so I think that
Johnny will try to get him past very quickly because he might want to catch Costas back again. Because as of now, he's gaining 1.5 second a lap on Costas. So having still 12 laps to go, catching 8 seconds is not a big deal with 1 second a lap in hand. Let's see if he can get past Nick very quick. He's on the soft, so that makes a big difference on pace. And Nick, even though he's losing now, he's doing a fantastic job. He's on a 35-old tire and still matching the lap time with the guy in P3 and P4.
Trying to be under over. I think that Johnny right now is striking distance for the DRS. Westy taking the inside. Fun fact, Sam. Johnny Gutierrez and Nick Westy were actually teammates with us in the 24 hour of Le Mans ERC. They both raced
together.
And they are still racing together because in ERC they are both. The few races we did, they're racing with us still, right?
Yeah, they did Mugello, so they race together, and most likely they will race to Daytona as well.
So enemy in this championship and teammates in another one. This is some of backstories of some of the drivers.
For sure.
So we can say that they both know each other really well. As Paulo Rodriguez, as I said, had different ideas on Gil Silva, but with Wenham penalty, at the moment, both the Alpha Tauris are getting points.
Yeah, they're gonna get 3 points, and for the championship, it's very important to get all the teammates up there.
Look at Johnny again on the DRS zone, and Nyquist defending harshly. Oh,
No! It was a bad hit,
I
or
think that
was a game?
this is game over for both of them. Oh, Nyquist couldn't do much.
It was more about, I think, the car over. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they both had an oversteer out of the corner.
I
I
think it's
think that
more a race
yeah,
incident. There's nothing they can do both with this.
DNF for Johnny, DNF for Johnny Gutierrez, and I think that Nyquist can do will be having a look at the car
He's
around
drifting.
the truck. Yeah, it's drifting.
He's not driving, he's drifting. Very unlucky with
Nyquist
Johnny. They
desperately
were doing a
trying.
fantastic race. Very, very
Nyquist
unlucky.
desperately trying
And guess who will be
to.
P5? John Videgast, who steadily and very quietly
Do,
got
do we
up to
have the
P6.
do we have the deja vu jingle to put while we look at Nyquist?
We cannot
Station?
for the copyrights, but
I
you
can
can
do that for
imagine
you.
the song, but yeah.
I can do that for you if I sing it. It's still
No,
copyright
no,
thing.
I think so. Don't do it. Daniel
Okay,
still believe it. Daniel
I know
still
sing it.
believe. He gained 1
Yeah,
second in the last lap.
I'm only gonna do the song without the voice.
Ooh,
That
no,
was a bit
he lost
risky
time.
from
I hope he
and a
doesn't
bit
get damaged from that. We have 10
risky
laps to
from
go.
Nyquist.
He lost 1 second in the last sector. That is very unlucky for Daniel.
Nyquist
Nicky in
into
the
the
bit.
pit. Can John with the gas get the position out of Nyquist?
Most likely yes, because Nick West is gonna lose a lot of time, and he got the position now. So John is P4. John is P4. Not bad.
Yeah, John with the gas staying out of trouble.
They are actually very, very pushing over the limit on these stars that they are very old. So anybody can make mistake. Wow, that was Paulo? Yeah, Paulo has damage. Where did Paulo lose time? I
With
hope it
his
didn't
teammate?
crash with somebody.
I hope he didn't crash with his teammate.
I hope so. Maybe he made a mistake on the fast one. No,
It would have been a
no.
no, it just
Ah,
crashed. No, yeah.
yes. Ooh,
Ooh,
that was a very bad turn in. Yeah, Gilles didn't. He got fine with that, so he didn't lose time or
front
got to repair the
front
car. So
front toss won't be happy about this, guys.
no. Luckily today, Gunther Steiner will be happy for one car.
No, you jinxed this. You jinxed this so much.
Nah, he has 5 seconds.
You
Don't worry.
jinxed this so much to Tim.
I believe with him. He's doing great now.
You jinxed this so much to the poor Tim.
You can say it after 9 laps. At the moment, Tim is doing everything right and he has everything under control.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's doing everything right. His name is Tim Cartwright, so he can. Sorry, Tim. That was awful. I'm really sorry.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
can write me later and tell me that I am an idiot. So
Costas, by the way, being P3 is doing a fantastic job.
Costa did an amazing job because he was in a battle with Johnny, and then he chose right the exact moment to pit.
Yes, and he did an overcut that was fantastic, 10 second on Johnny Gutierrez, and it was fantastic. We not often see Johnny Gutierrez losing 10 seconds because of a strategy.
And I think that Costas right now can easily relax because he's not racing anyone anymore. Because I don't think that he's gonna get 15 seconds from. He's gonna close the gap from Crystal, and unless you do something stupid, John Vitiges isn't really a problem in terms of
If I was
pace.
Costas, I would go for the fastest lap. I cannot go for the win or P2 at the moment. That's 20 seconds. I would pit
Yeah,
and get some new
you can
tires
think of that. You can
and get
actually
my
think
point.
about that. You
He
can
has
actually
plenty
think
of
about
time on John.
Right now, the best lap was Selig. Am I wrong? Or Team
No,
Cartwright?
team 18.6.
Ooh,
Or
I guess
maybe now Nick
as
can get the
Nick Westy, Nick Westy on a
around the
risky
outside. Wow, that was a
it
fantastic move.
was a masterpiece by Nick Westy. And we have to mention Rocco Mina because he had some troubles. It was P15
It's P6. He's doing
at certain
great.
moment of the race, and now it's P6. Amazing job by him.
A first great Ferrari strategy though.
Yeah, and
They
to
can be
be
proud.
honest, the only one Ferrari still alive because Lord Martin has DNF. So important points for his team.
No, he's doing fantastic. P6 for where he started was, I think, super.
Yeah, we have to mention even Marius Jordak.
Yeah,
That's
he's
doing a good job too. Good
P7
job too.
for these guys.
P7.
Fantastic. P8 for Gilles. Steven Wenham is P9 and P10 Paolo just because of those
Absolutely.
guys who crashed. But
As we often say, guys, sometimes being able to stay out of trouble is more worth it than being actually faster on the track.
consistency is key at the end of the day, and that's what is making win Tim at the moment. He gained another second. 6.1 is the gap. 5 laps to go. I would try if I was Costas to pit. It's just 18 seconds. You have one more lap of advantage on John. And I don't know. He didn't pit, but
I don't know.
he did the
Uh,
purple in the first sector. He's going for it. Close to the best middle sector.
just a couple of of hundreds from the fastest lap. I'll tell you this: if we started pushing like 5 or 6 laps before, right now he could have been able to catch on Crystal.
I don't think so. Because he has to gain 12
17,
seconds.
18.9
Ooh,
at the fastest
see,
lap at
still 3
Bristol.
tenths off from what we should have done.
Yeah, I think that Daniel Christoph now is managing. He knows that he can do much against Cartwright unless Cartwright does some kind of mistake.
He's just
And
maybe trying to go for the fastest lap. Nick Westy didn't, I think, still has some damage because otherwise he would have gone for the fastest lap. with new tire. Maybe he didn't change tire. He didn't change tire. That's why. Okay. I can understand that. Not losing time.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that changing tires was just 3 seconds. So is that
Maybe
fight
yeah.
for is that fight for position? Because Nick West's gap is bugged right now as
No,
usual.
no, no, no. Nick West is
Because
clearly.
that seems
Ah no,
John
that's for
Vitiges.
position. That's for position. That is for position.
Yeah, because actually, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we will see one lap because they're lapped
No,
guy
no.
from the leader.
So the fight is for position. John Vitiges who inherits the number 2 from Logan Sargent, the new goat of F1. Ooh, look at how much top speed does the Williams have.
Yeah, Nick will
Unlucky,
has to.
unlucky race for both the Mercedes driver with 2 big accidents for Nick Westy and a DNF for Robin Taylor.
Yeah, they will be struggling. Especially they lost a lot of points today, and in the championship they will be very angry about that. But still, they can finish P4 with one car. That's more than what I would say. They could have gone for P2, P3, but better than nothing.
Super overtake there by Nick.
Yeah, great
John
move.
really gets much. Great move, great move.
Maybe Nick just unlapped himself. Now he has to get another lap.
Oh,
So,
yes. Oh no, so that was not for place.
nope.
And John
Unluckily.
really gets wisely letting him go.
In that case, I guess. Very unlucky with the Nick. Daniel is losing time. They're just maintaining their gaps now. 3 laps to go. And just don't take any unnecessary risk. The gap seems to be very steady all together with other guys. Stefan Wenham is improving
It's
his lap
really
time. He's doing great. P-time. Good
at the
result
moment the
for him.
race at the moment the race seems quite frozen. I mean,
Yeah, the guy just needs to get the car home back. 2 laps to go. Tim Cartwright, I think today deserved everything. He managed the situation very well when he got passed by Nick in the first lap. Very carefully, he got back to position. He was very careful on the tire. Actually, he
yeah, I
was
mean,
one of the guy who did most lap on the soft.
yeah, I mean, Tim probably knew he was the fastest guy around, so he said to himself that he didn't need to
Even though I believe
go
like Daniel was
out of his.
very quick after the overcut. He did come out like 3.5 seconds behind Tim, and then he didn't got the touch with the medium. I think he was struggling with the medium instead of the soft, where he was very good. So this will be the last lap for Tim. Let's go on board with him. On the laptop, you just start thinking about, oh, this can be my first win on online or SRO, whatever league you're doing, and it's great. Everything you thought about what you could have gone for defensive strategy, everything comes together and it's a very good relief, especially considering that team did other pole position lately in the other leagues that SR hosted and never got the chance to have a good pace, or maybe it was very unlucky with some lap car or whatever. But
Today
today,
Tim was clearly the fastest guy and the fastest car on the track. Here we are, last corners for him, last right turn, and no one is behind him. So Tim Cartwright winning the first race of the Aptora Sim SRO F1 Championship here at Albert Park. Amazing race, P2 for Daniel Christoph. Very good race from him, and Costas Kaduras with amazing strategy, with a perfect strategy, P3, though he was not probably the fastest guy, and John Videgast using the mistakes from the guys in front of him and closing for the Williams, the last Williams alive, closing to P4. And we have to wait a bit more to see Nick Westy closing his
yeah, and Miss
race.
Lexi, yeah, because it's
No,
the
yeah,
lap
Nick Westy is
car.
here. Nick
John is
Westy is
gonna
here,
finish
so
now.
P5 for Nick Westy and P4 for John Videgasta. Probably an unexpected P4, but still it was P4. And dear God, right, look at him. This would be this would be not allowed by FIA right now, but we are happy that we can see it at least here on the virtual world. Marius Jordoke, amazing P7, amazing job by the Red Bull driver. Uh, Team made by brothers on this series, and Rockamina P6. Um, with Da Silva and Rodriguez P8 and 9, and Stephen Wenham closing the field as the last um, point and the last car survivor, and the last survivor, to be honest. And he's actually happy because he get points, probably unexpected points for him.
Yes. So this is the race results for the win for Tim Cartwright, P2 for Daniel Christos, Costas, John with the guest, Nick Westy, Rocco Mina with the Ferrari, Marius P7, Gilles da Silva P8, Paulo Rodriguez P9, and P10 for Stefan Wenham. All the other got DNF, and they will not anyway receive points, and actually Tim Cartwright will get 26 points because he will get one extra point for the fastest lap of the race. And as we know, and it happened in real life and it can happen even on the sim, every points count at the end of the day. So these extra points are not something you can not think about them. Getting them at the end of the season, it's 7 points. It's 1 second place recovered. If you are gonna, maybe next race team doesn't win, and I don't know, Nick Westy win, then we got those extra points that comes into play. But today race was fantastic.
We,
I
we, we
think.
know we know how important it is to do the fast lap in race, because they calculated, for example, that in 2008, bad year for Ferrari fans, that if there was the rule of 1 point, Felipe Massa could have won the championship with that. So it's really, really important to get those fast laps.
Was fantastic race sponsored by Aptora that will follow the segue of our sponsor, and it was fantastic race as I said. So see you on the next one at Silverstone in a matter of the next race will be on the 1st of October. So see you in a matter of 2 weeks, and bye.